the mission of A Course in Miracles. Listen. A journey without distance in the space of an instant of reality. To advance a vision for all people on earth of our divine purpose to be united in peace and love with all of humanity in the recognition of our oneness and our equality in the sight of God, with no regard to race or color or creed or gender or national origin. There is, has been, and will always be in our species as human beings an innate inborn faculty of expanding self-realization and understanding of our entire purpose for existence derived through and by acts of forgiveness and love. Look, we are certain in our hearts and minds that this new understanding of a true universal relationship must and will bring bright, innovative solutions to the often devastating problems of aggregate human existence that have beset mankind since the very beginning of the idea of the existence in space-time. Here it is. This is our goal. This is why I'm here as Course in Miracles International. Our goal is self-enlightenment. The means are the consistent and uncompromising application of this idea of training our minds in a new way to see ourselves out in the universe. All of the ideas of this curriculum of training direct, support, enhance, and accelerate this transformation of our minds. Our focus includes service, yes. Help, education, yes. Dissemination, yes. Communication of the message of A Course in Miracles throughout the world. And this is why we're here. And this is why we are attempting this within the frame of ourselves. And if I may express, initially, in my encounter with you, the great joy and happiness I am experiencing in momentary revelations of the manner in this idea of the practice of our mind training in a new way that I can appear to you as an objective association, I'll be very happy. Because what I'm going to do, with your permission, in this segment of time, is present to you in a particular place in time. And now we're looking out into the universe together. John, may I offer you this once more? We have a condition here. Thank you, my friend. We have a condition of the idea of pictures. I'm going to use the hologram for a second. Here, the idea that I was going to begin this whole idea of A Course in Miracles International with the certainty that the reflection of light demonstrate continuing activities of the observation of myself within my own mind in regard to what I see surrounding me in this particular, and this is what this is. This will be a very avid description of A Course in Miracles International. What it says very simply is this: together, at the time that you and I have decided to aggregate in this idea of solving the problems of our body formulation, of being alone, of being in pain, of getting reflections of our light formulation in the consciousness of our identity that have condemned our relationship with ideas that we carry in our mind in regard to my present certainty as what you call a trainer, a teacher of the idea of your ideas about yourself in your mind, while they may momentarily, appear to be a part of the body formulation by which I am identifying myself in the process of mind training going on within my association of mind. I have begun with you in the holographic idea of an image of correspondence of time, began to understand that the ideas that I have about this world, while they may appear momentarily to be out within the circumstances of the light energy of dark formulation, the simple truth of the matter, they're in my mind. That was very one thing. Could you see what began to occur in this Course in Miracles International? I'm a teacher of God. What I actually teach is the inevitability that I have a positive knowledge of being who I am in my own mind. Listen with me. The distinct difference in the idea of a location in space-time, where I would attempt to demonstrate to you a consciousness correspondent of myself with an observation possibility that there's a whole universe out there, begin with the initial encounter that I have in regard to the observation of myself. I've had to train my mind in a systematic way to be this Homo sapien, to be this body formulation of myself, to live within this sequence of time that appears to be a consciousness effort on my part to demonstrate my innate capacity to be me. Shall we share why? We're going to be you. You are practicing within the identity of yourself, the immediacy, I think it's very lovely, of your capacity within directions of the hologram. Is this true? To use a reflection of light that you have now admitted in A Course in Miracles International is undergoing constant changes. You ready for this? Not in time. Because by looking at the antecedental purpose of a correspondence of past and future references, we have discovered that we are not capable of having more than a single thought about ourselves at a single time. Say to me, God, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to challenge you, joyfully I hope, to the idea that whatever consciousness you have about yourself, it's going to be a thought. And it's not going to be outside of your mind. Although the idea that you have in a correspondence with my appearance, here we go again in A Course in Miracles, is that I have evolved within myself a certainty of consciousness in regard to being Homo sapien, in regard to being a consciousness of reflected light that is very much aware as I look within my consciousness effort that out there in the universe, in bright reflections of billions of galaxies and stars and powers of light so much greater than this, that as I examine myself, okay, this obviously could not be my capacity to escape out into the world.